Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and another episode on getting my truck ready to go on a big trip. Yeah, we're taking Heimdall to Spain. Not just an overlanding trip to Spain and France and around Europe. We'll be doing quite a lot, but we are going to the biggest Land Rover show in Europe. It's called the Land Party, and I've not seen many people do videos on it, and it looks kind of interesting. It's going to be different being at a Land Rover show where you're the only people who probably speak English. Even though last year we did meet some people who were English who've been to the show. So yeah, we've got to get this truck ready. We're going in 3 weeks. So I've got to get this truck completely sorted. There's not much left to do. Well, there's quite a lot to do, but not mechanical stuff as far as I know, even though I have not given it a road test. Tomorrow, he will be insured tonight, so I'm going to take him for a road test tomorrow. But yeah, we've got quite a bit to do. Some of it is all cosmetic. So really, what have we got to do? Rock sliders. That is a cosmetic thing, but also really useful because of the height. Hello, Ted. Ted's turned up. Yeah, because of the height of the truck. Demonstrate, Ted. Yeah, because of the height of the truck, he's really difficult to get in and out of, and he's going to be easier with side steps. You're not coming. I've got to get all the kit ready. So air compressor, this open, yeah. Air compressor and all the spares has got to be packed. And I've got to finish the wiring. Now, I've actually got most of the wiring done. There's you see how nosy he is? I've got this sorted. I've got the Anderson plug connected up, so there is power coming into the canopy, so everything should light up, and it does. Lights work, so they're all lit up. So there's only one more cable to do, and it's the solar power. So this, I've got to extend it by that much. But this cable needs to go to the battery, and the solar panel will start charging, because at the moment it's got nowhere to go. So that's easy, that's one cable. Rock sliders. I've done the oil in the gearboxes the other day, so they were empty. So I got those filled up. They're all filled back up. Go service the engine. Oh, really dark in here, there you go. Go service the engine, because that oil's been sitting in there, well, 2 years. We never bothered doing anything with it. It has got new coolant in. All the hoses were checked when everything went back in, so they all look good. So oil change, rock sliders, finish the wiring, pack the truck, give it a test run. It really needs new front brakes. At the moment it's got drilled and slotted brakes on the front, which are solids, not vented, and it really needs vented discs on the front, because coming down some of those big hills the brakes overheat. Mark's seen it happen, and it's happened to us a few times, where we just get complete brake fade and the truck will not stop. So that's, you know, squeaky bum moment in it. So yeah, let's get on with the wiring first, and then I'll have to go and get the metal for the rock sliders. I think I know what I'm going to do with them. Quick, let's have a look. I'm going to do, when I say rock sliders, definitely they are side steps more than rock sliders. It'll probably be 80x40 box attached to a dog that's following Yanda around. 80x40 box with a tube on the side, pretty much to match this. So we've got that basically on the side, except this is 50x50 box. So first job, let's connect that wiring up. Oh, there's one other thing I've just remembered. Yep, there's one other thing. It's all the way around here. The oven's missing. It's in the other truck. We've got to put that in as well. So we'll do the wiring and we'll put the oven in. To do the wiring, I am back to the self-soldering wire connectors. I do love these things, guys. If Lloyd brings the camera in a bit closer, you can see how they work. Now I've pushed the fitting in there, and I have no power. Yeah, so these things are great. Well, I think they're great anyway. They make my life a lot easier. Hot air gun. They'll seal both ends and they'll solder all in one go. So you've now got a watertight, soldered connection. I think that's great. That's so much easier than sitting here with a soldering iron tacking things together, because that really is annoying. Right, I'll get this done, wrap it in tape, chuck it along the chassis. Now you can go and film Teddy. Well, after that little brief interlude of Lloyd playing with Teddy, I've got the next one ready. We have found also, if you just put a little bit of flux on the wire first, it helps the solder to run. I'll let that cool down because it's really warm. There you go. The wires are all connected. How much simpler is that than soldering? So wiring's all secured down there, all the way through. I've just got to tidy that up at the back. I don't know if you can actually see back. If I do that, you probably can. I just need to put a zip tie around that to stop it flapping around. Chassis, the cable runs all the way along the chassis and comes up in the engine bay. So I've just connected this up and the solar controller instantly kicked in, and this battery is fully charged because it's now charging the cranking battery as well. So that's good. But the only thing is I've had to use the wrong size terminals on both sides, and I haven't got another fused link. So I need to get a fused link and the right size terminals for that, but for now it's working. Let's just have a look at the solar controller. There you go. Solar controller is putting, what's that, 13.6. Battery's fully charged. Solar panel's putting into a fully charged battery. So that's opened the split charger relay and is charging the cranking battery now. So we're all good. We have power. So everything should work. So now I need to go and get the oven. Right, here's our 12 volt travel oven. It's a Road Chef. This one's going to come out of this truck and go back in. It originally came out of the other truck, so it's going back to where it came from. Now we've got a new one coming in this truck, which I'm going to do a review on, because the one I've got coming is identical in size, pretty much the same in looks, but I think far superior to this, and about half the price of one of these. I think one of these now is getting upwards of £300, and the new one I've got coming is half that price. Still stainless steel. It's actually more powerful than this. This is 100 watt, the new one's 130. It's got digital display, everything on it. I think it's a far superior unit to this. So stay tuned for that review on that one. But for now, let's get this one out and get it unplugged. It's only on an Anderson connector and 2 screws, so it shouldn't take much. So in that deep dark hole down there is a Anderson connector, and that is all that's holding that in. So I'll unplug that, pull it through, unscrew it, and we'll fasten this into the other truck. That's back in its original home, all bolted in. Went in dead easy because this is where it came from, so just one bolt that side, one bolt the other. All works. And just connects on the Anderson plug. All I've got to do is put some zip ties in them cables. Just tidy them up out the way. That's it, the wiring is done. Well, except for the putting the fuse link in and putting the right connectors in, but it all works, so that's the most important thing. So what do we go on to next? Probably oil change. No, rock sliders. So I'll have to go and get some metal, and they're probably shut now, so I'll be in the morning. That's all my steel for the rock sliders / side steps. I think they're actually going to turn into rock sliders. I've got some 80x40 box, some 42mm tube. That's a random piece of steel. That's what I'm going to use to mount it off the outriggers on the truck. I've got some other pieces of 50x50 box to do some other sections with. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to use. It might be a combination of the two. That is what I'm going to use to make the, steps with. So I'm not going to include the making of these in this video. I'm going to do them as a standalone video. So search in the video playlist. It'll be in one of the workshop videos of me actually building these. You'll probably see them on the truck finished as we get towards the end of the video. So yeah, because it's going to take it's probably going to be at least an hour's episode building these. So I'm going to drop it out of this, put it in another, and go and search for it, guys. Brilliant. The rainy season's arrived. Lovely. All right, back in the workshop. So guys, things that I've done besides the strobing camera because of the workshop lights. Well, the things that I've done, let's go under the truck. I haven't actually done much since we filled the canopy up, and I've put the water pipe in, which really wasn't worth filming. I've just literally laced a water pipe from the bottom of the tank there round the back of the chassis so it doesn't catch on anything, just zip tied it on to water tap. That's it. So that's what I've actually done on the truck, but I've been collecting parts. So I've got to fit reversing camera, and it's actually a traffic camera as well, so it records everything as well. So that's got to go in. So replace my rear view mirror with that, because obviously I can't see anything behind me. NATO hitch has got to be fitted, which I haven't got a fitting kit for yet. I eventually found a fused link, so that can go in, and I've got to do the split boots on the ball joints. Now the only problem I've got is I've only got one and I need another, so I've had to order some of them as well. So I'm doing really well. Everything I need to do, I'm short of like one of them. I haven't even got the sticky pads to stick the mirror on. I've had to order them too. And what I need to do for you guys is change these lights in the workshop to stop them doing that. So make sure to, like the videos, definitely subscribe, help me pay for some new bloody lights, because then they won't flicker like this, because it's much easier filming on a GoPro than it is filming with a static camera that I can alter stuff on. And because I've already started on this, I can't change the hertz on the camera. So I just need to change the lights. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put that fuse link and I'm going to back this out so you haven't got to suffer the flickering lights. Actually, plan B. I'm going to put the reversing camera on before I back the truck out and run the cabling through, and that way I won't get soaked outside. I can do that in the workshop. So these reversing cameras, super simple to put in. You really couldn't get them wrong. I'm just going to mount this one, if I can unhook it from around my finger, just here above the reversing light. So there it isn't, because it acts as a rear view mirror as well. I was going to put it here and then I thought the light's going to blur it out at night. Not that I actually drive this at night, but mount that there. There's a sticky pad to go on, and you can put a little couple of screws in it as well. Wire's going to go, hang on, over the back. Just hang over the back. Come around here. I've just uncovered the wiring to the reversing light. Now those self-soldering connectors we use, also great, because if I heat that up, it'll come apart. And then there's the power supply for the reverse camera. So when that sees power, when the light comes on, the camera will come on, and I've got my reversing camera then. So that's plug and play. That wire's got to go through to the front, up to the camera itself. I mean, it's one cable. I'm just going to lace it back through these cable ties out the way, or just tie it to another wire, and then I'll end up with more cable ties. I always do this. I end up with cable ties on top of cable ties. But yeah, I've just got to get that back into the cab. But yeah, so I'll just tack that on and just undo that self-soldering connector and power that up. So super simple, and then back into the cab. In 3, 2, 1. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but I've laced the cable from the back of the vehicle all the way along the chassis, all the way through. Save drilling any holes. I've just brought it up through one of the rubber grommets in the floor. Just cut a little V out in it, and yeah, no, that's really dark and horrible. You probably can't see it. Run it up the pillar, out of the way so you can't see it. Once I get that clip back in place, all the way across there. And I've got that much cable, guys. It's just going to reach. Literally, that is it. And I've run it the shortest route I possibly could, so that there was enough cable, because I knew it was going to be tight. But wow, there's like what, 100, 120, 150 mil left over. That's it. So at least I will have a rear view mirror in this truck, which is something I've never had before in it, and a backup camera, which is even better, because these ones are quite good. While you're driving along, the camera's on all the time, so you can actually see behind the truck and use it as a rear view mirror. And then when you go into reverse, it comes up with the reversing lines. It's just that the middle of the vehicle, with this being so long now, is blind. So yeah, that's all going to fit. I'm now going to run the power cable up the other side and in the other way. And there's plenty of that. There's miles of it. This, not so much. But it's always the joy of lacing cable through, isn't it? It's great fun. So it's finally stopped raining. I can put the truck outside now. So I was going to say, so you don't have to suffer the flickering lights, but you can see the workshop lights are still on. The cables are in anyway. So that's just ready for the rear view mirror to go in when I get a sticky pad to put it on. And that's the screen I've got. So I will actually have a rear view mirror. So that's that. That is for, that's spare. I was going to say it's my GoPro mount for my dash cam, but that's actually with my GoPros in the office. So that's a spare bit. But yeah, truck is definitely getting there. Now all I've got to do is the fused link for the charging system, which is all working really well. Let's go back here again. I'll just show you how well this is working. Right, it's a really dull day. It's just finished raining. Just show you how dull the sky is. And the solar panel is putting out 13.1 volts and nicely topping up the battery. I'm pretty sure you can see that. So solar system on this truck works absolutely brilliantly. And it's kind of weird, because I actually think this has got a smaller solar panel than the other truck, and it seems to work better. It's exactly the same system. Maybe that's just a better quality solar panel, I don't know. But yeah, let's get this bonnet open and do this link. So this isn't a bad job to do. I've just got to take the terminal off there, clip in this fuse link, and that job is done. I just want to check. It's got oil in it, that's always a good start. And everything else looks good. Just feels like it's losing a bit of prime when it starts, which is kind of weird. Don't know why. We gave it a run out yesterday. Seems to run fine. It just doesn't seem to want to crack up as quickly as it used to. So whether we've got a bit of an air leak or something, but it's still cracking up too easily. Don't know. It might just be me. I'll just keep an eye on that. So that's the one. I want the one without a fuse, so it'll be that one. That's the one I did yesterday. So we just put a fused link in there. There's my fused link. Fuse is muddy, but it's not blown. Oh, made in the USA. What are the odds of finding one of them made in the USA? Funny, it doesn't say made in Britain because nothing's made here. Right, I can use that. Right, let's get this undone. When I'm doing this, mustn't touch the side of the body because it's a dead short. Guess how I found that out? Right, snip that off. And that terminal fits. That's the right one this time. It's the right size. There we go. Cool, another one done. Well, actually hot, but another one done. Now, I still don't know if these connectors are any good, but I do like using them, and you can see the solder runs in them. I'm sure people will come back in the comments and say they're utter junk, but up to yet they do appear to be working just fine. So while I'm having no problems with them, I'm going to keep using them. Great success, that's working and it's fused. We've got a reading on the screen, so that's working fine. But I've just had, hang on, I've just had something delivered and I want to show you. I'd actually forgotten I'd ordered it yesterday, but this is cool. And if you are anywhere inclined to fix bits of your own car, which you probably are if you're watching this channel, you'll need one of these. Right, I've just had this delivered. Well, I'd seen it on the side, I'd forgotten I'd ordered it. Now this is the coolest little tool ever. You know, if you're doing overlanding or off-roading or want to fix something on your own car, this is a brake pipe flaring tool. And it comes in this little box. I'll take it all back apart because I've just had a look at it and just think, this is ace. Now, I was watching Junkyard Digs the other day and they were using one and they put the Amazon link in for it. and I think it's just fantastic. Can you see that? Let me move the camera around. Right, I'll do it from behind the camera so I can show you. So all it is, a handle, some grease for you. It's just some grease to lubricate the pipe so the tool doesn't get stuck, and this head. I've ordered the one for doing 3/16 pipe or 5.75mm pipe. So you screw it together, so super simple. You put your pipe in, so loosen these two bolts off, so a couple of 10mm bolts there, loosen them off, slide the pipe into that centre line, so it's already, you know, all marked up for you. Now, they even give you a guide plug, so you put the guide plug in and that centres your pipe for you. So you put the plug in, put the pipe in until it hits the stop, done. Bolt it off, that's gripping your pipe. Take that, throw that on the floor, and get the brake pipe flaring tool. So one side flares and the other side mushrooms. So I've not tried it yet, but I've seen it being used and it works really well. So you just screw that down till it flares your pipe. Flick it over, screw it back in, perfectly flared brake pipe. How cool is that? And it takes up no space in your truck. It's not a big massive piece of kit. Just chuck it in your tool bag, and you got, as long as you've got some brake pipe with you or some fittings or even a broken pipe, you can fix it. How cool is that? So big thanks to Junkyard Digs for showing that. But I'm really impressed with that. And like I say, takes up no space. I've had a delivery of parts. The boots have come for the ball joints, so I need 2 of them, and I've got another one lying around there, so got more than enough. And behind the camera, I've had a delivery of something else as well. I've had a new awning for the truck. We weren't planning on changing the awning, but this is slightly bigger. It's a 2 by 2.5, so it pulls out a bit further. So we've got a new awning to put on as well. So that's cool. That's another expense I wasn't expecting. There you go, one brand new awning. Yet another direct 4x4 awning. I really should see if they'll actually sponsor us, because that's 4 of them we've got now. There's one on it, there's 2 on every truck. And what have we got in here? Oh, mounting brackets. What's it? Why have we got 2 bags? Oh, we got pegs. More pegs. That's weird. There's pegs in that bag as well. We seem to have 2 peg bags. And 2 lots of brackets. Well, if someone's missing a set of brackets and pegs, I've got 2 sets. That's weird. Well, there you go. I've got two fitting kits as well. But that's quite nice in the grey. We've got the green one on the other truck. That's yeah, that's really nice. That's going to be cool. What should we do first? Ball joints or this? I think do the clean bits first, eh? Let's get that done. And this may not be the easiest thing to do in the world on your own. That rail's just perfect for that. Well, it came with a full fitting kit, so that's good. It came with all the nuts and bolts, but no washers, which is unfortunate, but I've got some, so that's handy. That end's been dinked on the corner, so the bolt won't go in. Well then, yeah, the bolt won't go in. There we go. Let's pop them all where I can see them. Don't need car keys. Let's see if I can get at least one nut in. dropped it. You know what, guys? I don't think this track's the same spacing as my other one. They're tight. Yes, they are. They is not the same spacing. I'm gonna have to measure the spacing on the track. That is not the same. That might be an issue because I can't change these. They're bonded to the side of the roof tent. Nothing's ever simple. It's getting very windy out here. Yes, the spacing's different. Great. Centre to centre on this is 40 and the centre to centre on this one is 50. So there's 10mm difference. I guess what I'm going to have to do is egg the holes out 5mm on each side and put a washer behind it. Damn. Nothing is ever simple. I'll have to do it with a file. I'll just to get a round file and just open them up. Luckily it's aluminium, so it's not going to be too much of a job. Or just get the die grinder and just do them like that. Yeah, I think die grinder. Right, let's egg these holes out. Let's see if that will go in. A little bit more. It's like a bad day at the dentist, isn't it? Another couple of mil. It's actually surprisingly more than you think. That'll do. Right, just do the same on the other side. Right, that's those holes enlarged. See if we can get this on my own. can just get it started with my fingers, that'll do. It won't fall off then. That's one. That's my other washer. Should have brought the nut with me. There goes my nut. Why can you always get one started and not the other? Some days the struggle is real, guys. It's like step aerobics now. Oh, there goes my washer. Definitely like step aerobics. And of course I can't get this one to start, can I? I've done it, there we go. Huh, it's on. Right, I'll just tighten that up. And we have a new awning. That's another job done. Now we've got the awning done, we can take this drag link off and replace the split ball joint, the split gaiters on the ball joints. As you can see, it's a bit dark, but these are all cracked and done. But there's nothing wrong with the ball joints, so we'll get them on the bench and do them. Got the drag link off. Let's replace this split boot. This one actually isn't split, it's just cracking. So it hasn't gone all the way through yet. It's just starting to go basically where it gets compressed, and because this is stud for 2 years, these are a tad brittle. Now I just need a screwdriver. So I'm not going to reuse any of the springs. I've got new ones with the boots, so I'm just going to leave them off. At this point, it doesn't matter if you stab a hole in the boot because boot's already rubbish, so we'll just peel that off. Prise them up. Plenty of grease in there, still feels nice and tight. That's good. Don't really need to clean. Got grease on me now. We will refill them. These have got grease nipples on them, so we can refill them. Which is always good. Where's the one with one in? There we are. We'll use, before we open a new pack, we'll use the last one. Now don't do what I did the other day, was not put this top ring on first. And I did one under the truck and I hadn't put that ring on, so it collapses when you push it on. You just can't do it. It's not going to happen. Well, actually I did eventually manage to do it and then realised I had to take it all back off because you can't put that ring on after. So there you go, it is that simple. The hardest bit is getting these started again and not stabbing a hole in the boot. So I'm going to make a right dog's dinner of this, I reckon. Oh no, there we go, it's going on. Try not to, see where that wants to stab a hole in the boot? Just be careful you don't stab a hole in the boot. Get that the right side. Done. And that's how easy it is to change your CV boots, ball joint boots. But, yeah, you can. This one actually wasn't that bad. Oh, it was. There you go. It is starting to crack. But the one on the other end, we'll do the one on the other end, and I'll show you that one is completely out of focus. Focus. No, there you go. Yeah, that one's not too bad, but we're changing both ends. I'll put some grease in that as well. So, while I can get my grease gun on the underside of it, we'll see if it'll take grease. And it did. I think those aren't that lumps. It has got a little bit of wear in it. It's not super bad. But no, that's fails. Put more grease in it, it tightens them up. There we go. They'll need changing after this trip. Right, let's do the other end. There you go, got the camera to focus again. This one's no different, well, except this one's worse. But like I was just saying, these are going to need, oh, there you go, you can see how bad that one is. These are going to need new ball joints after this trip. I can't see them being any good after we've been away. Ooh, yeah, that one's been leaking a while. We'll scoop all that nasty grease out. Nasty. Yeah, a lot of the grease has escaped out of that one. It's actually tighter than the other side, which is surprising. Put a new boot on, new grease, it'll do this trip. Again, make sure you put that top ring on. It makes some, like I said, you can't do it without. Holds it all together. Right. Get on. There we go. There must be an easy way of doing this. Oh, there is. It's called buy a new ball joint. No, that's not in the right place. It's the wrong side. Yep, that one hasn't gone on right. I'll sit down to do this because I'm going to have to take that one back off. It's gone the wrong side on the back. It's gone under the boot instead of... This is the one where I stab a hole in the boot. Let's put that one there. There we go. Try again. You know what they say? If at first you don't succeed, give up. Go to the pub. There we go. Right, let's whack some grease in that one, see if it takes grease. There was no grease in that one, was it? There is now. So it's got fresh grease in. Right, I'll go and stick this back on the truck. So the last bit's actually just turned up. Some sticky pads for the rear view mirror. Now, this has got the factory mount for the mirror in, which I've tried to get off. You cannot budge that. I've broken 3 knives and a couple of razor blades trying to get that off. It will not budge. because I wanted to put this mirror in its place there, because I haven't got the original mirror. Must have thrown it away years ago when we made this into a pickup. So I'm going to have to put it below it, which is a little bit annoying. It's going to have to live there. So it is what it is. So get the sticky pad. These are actually 3M GoPro pads. And if they'll hold a GoPro on, I'm sure they'll hold a mirror on. They're really fiddly to get open as well. There we go. Right, stick that to the mirror first. They're nearly exactly the right size as well. Oh, close enough anyway. Not too worried about this even being level, because you won't see it. But we will make it level. I'll tell you what, those GoPro sticky pads are ace. The rear view mirror looking into nowhere. It's roughly where I want it. So let's mount the proper one, which is going to be, yeah, about there. That'll do. So these are dead easy to mount. You just use these basically rubber bands that come with it. Work out how much stretch you're going to need. It's going to have to be a bit bigger than that. They're actually quite good. Once they're on, they're actually on. No, we're going to have to use full length. That mirror's bigger than it looks. I actually don't remember this being this difficult to do in the other truck. There we go. I think I'm just making it hard. That's I don't think the... Ah, that's why. There we go. I forgot there's a camera on the back of it. There we go. Right, get the cables in and give this a test. I will say one thing, these are actually set up for a left-hand drive car. Because the camera is actually on the wrong side. There we go. And if I had some keys, we could actually test it. And get it set up. Right, I'll need some keys. Okay, moment of truth. Let's turn the ignition on. Light comes on. We'll turn that off before we get a copyright strike. Right, so that's looking in front. Let's put it in reverse. Look at that, I can even see behind me. So we can adjust the height and the angle of the camera through the screen. Take it out of reverse. You can see forwards. That's actually not too bad. I have to work out where it is for me while I'm actually driving. That's actually not bad there. So if I change the image, change the height, there we go. All I've got to do is put an SD card in that. That's the first time in many years this truck's actually had a rear view mirror. Ace. We have to do the satisfying bit. Hang on. It's in now. Well, there you go, guys. We've got most of the jobs done. We've got everything done bar the oil change because the stuff hasn't turned up, and fitting the NATO hitch. Likewise, still waiting for the fitting kit for that. But I think this video is probably going to be an hour long, so that's probably enough for seeing me. But if you've enjoyed it, give me the thumbs up. And if it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Check them out. They look absolutely awesome.